Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for hitting play today. Today we're diving in, checking out some Bob Seger with the song Still the Same. All right, been a little bit, man. We're back here rocking with the Bob on this one. Let's go ahead and hit play, see what we're getting here. Appreciate you guys for being here. If you're new to the channel, I do have a lot of Bob Seger that I've checked out over the months of me being on YouTube, so appreciate that. Well, I guess by this point it's about a year, so about a year of being on YouTube, so appreciate you guys tuning in today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description before we get started with this one, man. Let's go ahead and dive in. Check out Still the Same. Here we go.
Won every time you placed a bet. You're still damn good. No one's gotten to you yet. Every time they were sure that you caught, you were quicker than they thought. You just turned your back and walked. Always said cards will never do you wrong.
The harmonies.
The trick you said was never play the game too long.
I love everything about this.
A gambler share the only risk that you would take, the only loss you could forsake, the only bluff you couldn't fake. Still the same. I caught up with you yesterday. Still the same. Still moving game to game. No one's standing in your way.
Something about the sound on this one.
On the charm, long enough to get you by. Still the same. Still the same. You're still the same. You still ain't.
The backing vocals.
Moving game to game.
Still the same. Baby, baby, still the same.
Some things never change.
Still the same. Baby, baby, still the same.
Are you still the same?
Still the same. Baby, baby, still the same.
Yo. God, I wish the song was longer, but one thing I've got to say, it's perfect together, man. The music fits the mood of the song perfectly. This is perfect. The backing vocals fit the mood of the song perfectly. The piano, like everything is perfect here, man. It all just makes sense. It sounds right. Everything sounds right. So, at first, you know, on the surface, we're talking about somebody that's addicted to the game, moving along, right, from game to game. They know if they don't stay around too long, they can't lose, right? But it's a big metaphor for relationships, right? This person's hopping from relationship to relationship. If they don't stick around long enough, they can't get hurt, right? And they're taking the best of you right away, and then they're moving on. And it sounds like he's somebody who had been in this relationship with this person, and now he's watching them kind of play the same tricks on everybody else, doing the same runaround on everybody else, and maybe there was a chance for them to be rekindled and for him to have another chance, but he's like, you're still the same. Like, you're still the same person you've always been. I can't believe this. Like, I'm gonna walk away now. But dang, you're still the same. Like, that's the way I took this. Was on the surface, we're talking about a gambler, we're talking about a card player, we're talking about a game player. In reality, we're talking about somebody hopping from relationship to relationship, getting their use out of somebody and moving on to the next one. But in their mind, it's kind of to avoid hurt. I feel like it's not necessarily to use somebody up to, but it's avoid to be getting hurt again. But unfortunately, in the long run, you're just hurting other people and you're playing them the fool. And that's really how hurt people end up becoming the one that hurts somebody else, right? It is something you've heard about. It's something I've heard about, is that maybe somebody was committed to people until they got cheated on, and then they ended up becoming the cheater in their next relationship, and it's just a vicious cycle that kind of can happen. Not that it will happen, not that if you've been cheated on, you will cheat on somebody else, but it's a reaction that does happen to some people. But man, I really just like everything about this song. I feel like the music fits the mood of that situation so well. Everything just like blended and meshed together so great. So great on this one. Still the same right here by Bob Seger, dude. This is a great one, man. Bob Seger's still the same, as in putting out some awesome hits, man. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Still the same. All right, right here, guys, we got Still the Same from Bob Seger. Okay, released in 1978, considered soft rock. We got Bob Seger on the songwriting duties here. It says the song reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was an international hit. The song was covered by Bonnie Guitar on her 1987 album What Can I Say? So Bonnie Guitar, I don't know her, but that's Bonnie Buckingham is her regular name, her birth name, okay? So this version was a country hit in 1989, reaching number 79. Lyrics and music, Still the Same, is a mid-tempo ballad that begins with with what Billboard describes as a catchy piano part. According to Billboard contributor Ed Harrison, the harmony vocals by Vanetta Fields, Clyde King, and Cheryl Matthews give the song an R&B flavor. Their backing vocals were beautiful. I loved it. It was a great addition. The lyrics describe a gambler who the singer admired, but in the end walks away from because he will not change. Some listeners believe the song is actually about an ex-girlfriend rather than being literally about a gambler. That's the thing. To me, it's about both. That's the whole thing about a double entendre story, is you can literally read it as one way if you want completely and it makes sense, and you read it as another way completely and it makes sense. I love that about, and that's an artist. That's an artist at work. And sometimes we just want to label it as just one thing and say, no, that's what it's about. Well, you're right and you're wrong, because it's about whatever the listener wants it to be about. So yes, you're right and you're wrong. But to me, that's the beauty and the artistry of it at work, is that it's about both, right? It's about whatever you want it to be. Some listeners believe the song was actually about an ex-girlfriend rather than being literally about a gambler. Seger has said that he has been asked for years who the song is about, and that it is actually an amalgamation of characters he met when he first went to Hollywood. Seger said to Bob Costas that they're simply really charming, but they have terrible flaws. But part of the appeal is the charisma. See, that's the beauty, right? That's the beauty. It's about everything. It's about anything and everything right there. It's about anybody. Terribly flawed characters, but they have great appeal and charisma. So I don't know, man. Dope stuff. Love this one. I love this one very much so. So dope song right here. I'd like to hear that cover and see how it translates to country. Hopefully I remember to check that out at some point. That'd be great. So appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Thank you for hitting play and tuning in with Bob Seger. Still the Same, myself reacting to it right here. Thank you guys for spending a little bit of your day with this one. Let me know if there's more from Bob Seger you'd like to see featured on the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description, consider becoming a member on my YouTube, Patreon, $3, all it takes, man. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.